Hey everyone, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws. Here's our most recent war recap, going against a level 10 clan, Adults Farm and War. We pulled the victory out 55 to 53. So this is what they did to us. Left the Town Hall 10 open, a couple Town Hall 9s, and then there was also a couple Town Hall 8s. So they just quite didn't have the attacks left, even though they didn't use all their attacks. I don't think that there was any way that they could have gotten those with who was left. So for us, wasn't the greatest here up on top, as you could see, but everything below 4 was 3-starred. I did get a comment that they liked me doing the split of the Town Hall 9 and the Town Hall 8 attacks, but I just don't have as many attacks to show this time. Probably do that if we have bigger wars, but for this one it's going to be a mix. So the first one that I'm going to show you is actually my attack. This was my first attack on number 5, and I was doing a Queen Walk Max Valk attack. So my plan was to come in from the bottom here and then work the queen around and have the Valks go up in the center. I just tried to get my drawing tool to come on, but I couldn't get it to come on, so I'll have to talk through it. So I was working the queen up through here. She was taking quite a bit of damage right there, and so I went ahead and used the ability just to try to get her over. And then I started the golem because I wanted the golem and the king to go in that corner to create the funnel, so then I could drop a jump right into the core. But of course it's me, and so I had a Wally fail, so that didn't work. So I just went ahead and started sending in my Valks. They took out the king there pretty quickly and then busted through. I went ahead and dropped the jump where I wanted to. They did start to go around, but the CC coming out actually pulled them in there nicely. So they went in there, dropped the poison. I dropped a heal for them since they were getting hit by Expos, Teslas, and the CC troops. And then they just ripped through the core there. And I dropped another heal since I knew they were going to be busting through the walls. So once they make it back through to this outer ring, and they're still pretty well healed up, it's just them going around to get the rest. So I'll speed it up one time here. My queen was still up. My king ended up going down, but he did do some work on the outside there, cleaning up some of the trash buildings for me. So it's just everything starting to come together. The queen pops back in the walls to make her way back over to those other defenses and what's left, and then that was it. So I was able to get the 3-star there. So the next Town Hall 9 attack I have to show you is here by Vader. This was a cleanup attack for him, and he does a 1 golem go Vaho. So sent it in down at the bottom with a lot of wizards behind to create a funnel. Sends his wall breakers in to open everything up, and then drop his king, his queen, and then his Valks will be coming in at the same time. So they pull the CC. He goes ahead and drops the heal right there while they're taking out the CC, the queen, the king. And then he's going to start sending in his hogs. So he held the jump a little bit. A lot of times people use it right at the beginning, and he held it there. Most of his Valks had already died by that point, so it might not have been the best value. Looks like he got about 3 of them to use it, and his king used it. But mostly at this point, it's really just about his hogs, and he still has 1 heal spell left that he's going to end up using as they get closer to those last defenses. That way they're getting the benefit of the heal while they're taking out all the rest of those defenses. So I'll speed it up here some, as it's just working on taking out the rest of the buildings. His queen went down, his king was still up, And in true Vader style, he drops the poison on the clan castle troop, or on the clan castle, not the troops. So because I didn't have very many Town Hall 9 attacks to show, I will show Vader had a 6-star war. So I will show his other attack. This was his, this was a cleanup attack too, actually, because we were doing a drop one. So the same thing, he does a Govaho with just the one golem. One of the things that you have to get used to using one golem is really making a good, nice, tight funnel for him. When you're using two, you're making a little bit wider of a funnel, so you have to be a little better about it to make sure that your Valks go in where you want. So the same thing, the CC comes out, he drops the poison and the heal for them, and he held his jump again on this attack and used it a little bit later on. I thought that that was pretty chancy right there using it, but he actually ended up lucking out, and they did go back into that compartment and end up using that jump. So he's starting his hogs in from the bottom. He had dropped another heal there for his Valkyries, so they're still up with the king, and the golem is doing some tanking there for his hogs, but he goes ahead and drops a heal for them as well. He's got the skeletons chasing them. I know he likes to swag his poison, but he could have dropped a poison there on the skeletons that are going after the hogs. And he did. It's like he heard me. So then his Valkyries are done, but he still has quite a few hogs left. And just a few defenses left. Lots of cleanup troops working on the outside. His queen is still up. So he's able to get that nice 3-star as well. So good job to Vader on that war. And I'm going to go ahead and move into some Town Hall 8 attacks now. First one I want to show you here is Weston. So Weston got a base that had a nice hole in it, so he was able to drop a troop right there and take care of that bomb, and pulled a couple of the CC troops out. He did still end up having to send one hog in just to get the rest of them out. And then brings him up to the corner where he wants to start his deployment. Once he gets all the CC troops down and everything, he starts his hogs in from the other side. Drops a heal right away because there was quite a few defenses there. 2 Teslas, 2 archer towers were up, all that were hitting him at the same time. Has just a few more hogs to add to the mix there from the top that he sends in, and then also his CC hogs. So they all end up coming together. And as they work their way down, he's going to drop another heal spell, which was a nice placement since that bomb went off while they were under heal. Sorry about that if you guys are getting some of the background noise. I have to record while I'm in a parking lot at my lunch, and so there's some people pulled up next to me and I can hear them through my car. So the rest is just going around doing the cleanup. Mostly it looks like it was his CC hogs that were left, and still had quite a few wizards left this time, so he was able to get the 3-star on that one. So the next one that I wanted to show, let's go down here, Ninja Dog. He was doing a Goho Sends a giant in first to trigger that bomb. This was a cleanup attack. It wasn't a first one. And just a couple hogs, because he's going to draw the CC out and just go ahead and take care of that cannon right there. So all the CC troops are out, and he starts drawing them down to the corner where he wants them. Sends his golem in with all the wizards behind it and drops the poison. I'm not sure why Ninja Dog takes so many archers, but he seems to do a pretty good job, so it works. I just usually take more wizards myself. I rarely take any archers or anything unless there's builder huts in the corner. So he started his hog deployment from the top, just basically a whole mass of hogs. Drops a heal for him there. Almost overlaps that one, but still a good placement on the heal. And he barely loses even any hogs this whole attack. Like that heal right there, again, there was the bombs there though, so he knew that. Otherwise, he wouldn't even have needed that with all those hogs that were still left. Had a nice spread with wizards on the bottom, taking out the buildings down there while the hogs and his king moved to the top. And then the hogs are able just to jump over the walls and get into the center to take out the town hall and the clan castle. And that is it for this attack. So that was a nice 3-star attack by Ninja Dog. And this next one, I think this was his first hit by MHS doing a Go Vaho. Sends the one hog in like you've seen to draw the CC troops and then brings them down to the bottom. Golem in to distract, wizards behind, poison on the CC troops. Breaks into that compartment. So he did something that it took me a while to learn, is he actually sent his wall breakers in offset. When you're putting a golem and they're going up against a wizard tower, my problem is I was sending the wall breakers in and the wizard tower was getting them as well from the splash damage. So he knows more than I do already and did not do that. So start sending some hogs in, was able to drop a heal right there to help the hogs and the Valkyries as they make their way into the core there. And come back out chasing after the king, but then they're just going to go right back in there and take the rest of that stuff out. And he goes ahead and drops another heal. And he's still waiting on his hogs, and then finally just sends the rest of them in. There was 9 all at once for that section there while the wizard tower is distracted. Everything else is beaten on the Valkyries and the kings over there at the top. Has the one healed there. I think he considered swagging it and then thought, you know what, I'm just going to use this. So again, a nice split on everything. Everything all just ended up meeting together at the top for him to get the 3-star. Alright, so the last one I'm going to show you here is C3. This is Vader's actual second attack, so he got featured a lot this time. Sends the hog in to pull the clan castle troops out. This one actually had a dragon in it instead of the baby drag whiz witch thing we were seeing by most people in this war. And again, I'm surprised C3 did not use a quake. He usually does that. He has been proving me wrong the last couple wars, but he has been bringing a lot more minions to use for the funnel instead of the wizards. Once everything's nice and cleared out, he just had Valkyries in his clan castle and a 4 of his own that he brought. As soon as they bust through there, they're going to take out the set of double bombs. He has the heal for him. And then he's just going to start supplementing with his hogs. 4 at a time. Used another heal up there for his Valkyries. The hogs are just kind of cleaning up through the back end. And look at all those troops left. He dropped that heal right there because he knew there was a bomb. And that is the end of that one. So just real quickly, I'll show you our kind of individual attacks. As you can see, you know, the top guys kind of struggle a little bit. I got a 3-star and then a horrible attack after that on a Town Hall 10. Dooner 3-star. Bader, there he is with his 6-star war, both cleanup attacks. White Ninja had a 6-star war. Weston I showed you. And my second account, I didn't even have a 3-star either. MHS had a 6-star war. C3 got that 3-star I showed you. Same with Ninja Dog. Huck had a 3-star. Champ did. Vic had a 6-star war. So wasn't really the best war for us, as you can see. There was a lot of big differences. We got like a 3-star and then we'd get a 1-star. So still able to pull off the victory, but I kind of called it a little bit sloppy. So until next time, that is it. Thanks, guys.